That's it. When you lose good motherfuckers, sometimes we got to look at ourselves. We can't keep blaming everybody else. We got to do that self-accountability. We got to look at that motherfucking mirror and be like, you know what? You know, motherfucker, like, it's not me, it's you. No, motherfucker, it's not y'all, it's me. Because all this shit lines back up to that, to you. You know what I mean? So there's nothing wrong with, you know what I mean, doing a self-check.
Hey, Omar, he admitted this shit. I'm asleep. He on live at night saying, yeah, Slim called Rick wife a hoe. And said, why you talking about that shit, nigga? Why you bringing that back up? That shit been months
on you to forgive him. If you forgave him and y'all got over that shit, so be it.
Nah, look, this the cold part. I don't think me and Rick would even be cool right now or like cordial. Know what I'm saying? If that nigga would have never brought that shit back up. Because it would have never gave us no reason to talk. He was on his end, I was on my end. It was just like, fuck it. I wasn't talking about him, he wasn't talking about me. You brought that shit back up, and now it gave room. Like, Ms. Nitra tell you, bro, before you even said anything about it, they was like, what you said? I heard you said this shit on Empress Live. And I said, no, I was clarifying what was actually said.
Look up with no bill. We don't care about no bill. Hold up, man. They said, he's saying, look, we ain't looking up a motherfucking thing. Tell us why you accused of fucking a 14, 15-year-old girl. We don't give a fuck about the no bill. Tell us why is your name Kevin D. Baker attached to That's what we want to know. We don't care about the no bill.
Yeah, tell us that part.
Why you gotta go to court? Why you get tied up? How's your name even linked to any bullshit like that?
Exactly. That's what I want to
linked to no shit like that.
Why you put your leaky link on that little girl breast like that?
Exactly. That no bill don't listen. The no bill don't override the details. We heard details. You put your Johnson on top of them. You put your hand on
them. You get a no bill for some shit that you actually did though.
Exactly. Talking about no bill.
That's why I hate. That's why I don't like criminal cases, because you could be found guilty of some shit you didn't do, and you could be found innocent of some shit that you did do. The thing is how you end up in that situation.
So let me tell you what happened. See, and I ain't even trying to toot my home, but y'all late, right? When I first heard that shit, I seen that shit on the blogs, right? And then so I was like, what the fuck is a no bill? And I went and read what a no bill is. I said, oh shit. I said, nigga, you shouldn't even been caught up in that shit. A no bill means that there wasn't enough evidence, meaning that the girl didn't come to court and testify. Right. Or like I said, he snitched in the girl, there wasn't enough evidence to testify on him. Yeah. So you over here trying to flaunt, but like I said, you talk about everything else, why the fuck you ain't talking about that? I had seen that shit way back then, and I was like, oh, nobody ain't gonna touch it. I'm like, well, I ain't into it with nobody, I ain't got nothing to do with it, so I don't give a fuck. So when you ignited that flame again, nigga, I'm gonna come out and speak, because I'm not a dumb motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I done been to court enough time. I done been on a tour of some courts. I still got to go to court now behind TikTok. You know what I'm saying? So
for real.
I know what's up. You know what I mean?
But what I'm saying is, when you facing some shit like this, the last thing you need to do is be swooping around everybody up front door. You need to sit back. You need to have a seat, small fry. You got some shit going on that a nigga would never do. We may do some shit on it. I get messy TikTok, but this is beyond me. This ain't got nothing to do with being messy. This is sick shit right here. This ain't messy. This ain't none of that. This is weird. This weird. Your name on some shit like that, you're weird. That's just what it is, nigga. You can't duck it. You can't run from it. You know what you did. We don't know.
I know he said this in 4K on his YouTube video when he was like, he feed him, get him drunk, and then y'all know what's that. That told me enough right there.
Did you hear how he explained his relationship?
Hey, Slim, hold on, Slim.
Real quick, I want to draw something. When he was explaining how he dealt with Billy, he was like, I treated her like she was one of my daughters. Nigga, I don't treat no woman like my daughter, nigga.
Did you see how he treated her?
Totally different.
Wait, when it happened, did you pay attention? See, you have to pay attention. Like a lot of us, it's a lot of shit that could be pulled over any of our heads if we haven't been exposed to it or experienced it, right? So what he did was, he was like, hey, she was like, I don't want to be on your live. He said, I'm not on live, I'm a mute. She like, mute. He still left the phone unmuted, and he was trying to chastise her in a dominant way to where she would admit like, oh, this wasn't about you and these things like that, so he could be on TikTok like I told y'all. See, I treat everybody right. But the thing is this, that's what he got mad at me about, because I was in a live and they was like, oh, this is what's going on or whatever. I was out with my girl. And so, and look, so I was like, I was like, oh, y'all later already screenshotted that shit. So he tried to say that I'm the one who sent that shit. I didn't send it. But the thing is this, if that girl knows you have these cases that we're talking about on TikTok and you're known for that shit, or it's already known, why would she even make a post like that and don't clear you off the bat? Nigga, the shit is about you, bruh.
What did the
everybody talk about? That shit is about you. Don't check us, check her. You know what I'm saying? That shit is about you.
What post she made though? What post she made about the nigga?
He wrote a post saying, they'll break your property She said, if they'll break your property, leave before they break your face.
Oh shit!
Sure did.
I know you motherfucker lie.
No, and when she was on live,
that was literally what I was just talking about.
Oh,
and he made her clear some stuff up. Like,
that's what I said.
He coerced her to clean it up.
No, he was trying to. She said, "You're not gonna do me like that." It was a word she used in a live, like basically like you're not going to bully me type shit, or like
manipulate me. She said manipulate.
Yeah, you're not gonna manipulate, something like that. Basically, where she was saying it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit!
These are exact words. I'll never forget it. It was so chilling to me.
I looked up no bill in Georgia for grand jury, and it says no bill is not the same thing as not guilty or an acquittal. No bill. I'm reading it. No bill in Georgia simply means that the prosecution decided not to move forward with the case based off either lack of evidence, participation from defendant. I told y'all. Lack of participation from defendant.
There it go. Oop, there it is.
Yeah. So he told us to look it up, right? So I looked it up. I looked up specifically no bill for Georgia. It simply means that it says no bill is not the same thing as a not guilty or an acquittal. It means that the DA decided that they were no longer going to go forward with the case due to either lack of evidence, defendant was unable to cooperate, or other issues that could affect the case. That's what a no bill
Boy, that is sad.
He turned state's evidence on them people to take a plea.
Grown now.
No,
Right?
listen.
Right?
The lack of participation from the defendant mean that the victim did not come through.
Of course. Yeah, that ain't got to be explained. But the young lady,
I'm with Jordan. She said, but it's because it's stated in detail what he did to the child. Why is it so detailed if you ain't doing it?
That's what I'm saying.
That don't make sense. Why is it? It should not be that much detail to that shit pertaining you. It should be the other men. If they done it, they should read that mother. She should not be able to go to the courthouse and pull them record based off you using your motherfucking name. She didn't say Mark Coward. She said Kevin D. Baker, Demetrius Baker. They use your name to pull them files. Your name in them records.
Damn sure did, Rick.
Yeah.
Listen, I am very analytical, right?
Sick.
Now
and I'll bet you any money.
1 second. Somebody said he over there crying. We don't give a fuck. Bitch, cry.
So what? Let him cry.
We don't give a fuck. Bitch, cry, hoe ass nigga.
He need to cry. He touched a 14-year-old. He need to cry.
A kid. He put his leaky in a kid. So who cares about his tears?
That's it.
Hey, look, hey, Rick, y'all, this one part, it says that a no bill cannot be expunged. So that's why it's not off his record. He can't even get the motherfucker expunged. Because if it stays on his record, he cannot get it expunged off his record because a no bill is not a no guilt or acquittal. So it cannot be expunged.
You know why? Now the law gets tricky. Now I'm not a lawyer. What that girl be saying, talking about the Diddy shit, I'm not a lawyer. But let me tell you this. So did you see what happened with all these cases when everybody was with NYC with the Diddy shit, what sparked all this shit, all those people was getting accused? If certain laws or bills are passed in the future, that girl probably can still prosecute him too as well.
Oh yeah.
There's no statute of limitations on those types of cases.
Said that. We had a police in the box. He just said they could bring that back up at any time.
She could come back now that she's strong enough and mentally strong enough to deal with that shit and like, you know what? I want to face my accuser, whoop, and his ass will be back in the clean. He talk about chain gang, you going to the chain.
Oh, my mama, send her laughing at everybody else.
And she not gonna do it, though. She not gonna do it. She not gonna do it because she gonna look at it.
Give an example of what can happen.
No, I'm saying she gonna look at that nigga teeth and be like, oh no, he been punished enough.
Thanks. Let me say this real quick, y'all. We have 790 people in here. We need y'all to keep bopping the screen because we are on a touchy subject tonight. We want to be able to keep this live going. He has been flagging lives for 3 days. Go ahead and bop us up to 300K. Don't forget to help the host reach the live goal. We appreciate y'all being here, but do not stop bopping the screen. Thank y'all.
I'm saying
one thing I would like to add to that. He has a subscription goal as well. We are here to promote our favorite host. He's always positive. We need to get him more on the FYP. There's a little arrow on the side. We can share the live as well. We need to get his vision and his words out among the FYP as much as we can as possible. So please subscribe. He has other goals up there, the galaxies. We are here to support him. So I thank you.
I appreciate that.
I'm gonna be doing those hosted things, trying to get his things up.
That's okay. I appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm gonna drop down, y'all. Y'all have a good one. Hey, Slim, you know I don't fuck with you like that, but it's all good. Hey, you found your niche with them motherfucking songs.
Hey, man to man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I squash all this shit, bro. I don't.
No, it's all good. It's all good. I'm just saying though. Look, you know I ain't no hater, nigga. I'm gonna tell you that music, that AI songs is the shit. I ain't gonna lie.
That shit jamming on my mama.
That's a Billboard entry. That first one is a Billboard entry. That motherfucker is out of 10 to 2.
He went down on that motherfucker too on my mama. All fact. No
y'all have a blessed one. Y'all know we still celebrating Juneteenth. Y'all have a blessed one, y'all.
All right, bro.
Yes, sir. 15 days after.
And see, that's the thing I be talking about, right? You know what you got in your motherfucking closet, but you still worried about everybody else. See, God don't like ugly, man. That's why these folks were able to dig that up on you. That's why what you're doing, the dog gonna come to the motherfucker. Like much of you laugh and disrespect everybody else. You know your turn will coming. You know your day will coming. This ain't all for you. He exposing you right now, but he gonna expose you in some more ways.
Can I say this?
I believe that.
I believe that, Rick.
You better not go try to harm yourself, nigga. You got to stand in it like you were standing against all these ladies and talking crazy against these ladies. Don't go try to hurt yourself. Don't go drink nothing. Don't go smoke nothing. You got to deal with it like a man.
My mama.
Right.
And let me say this: don't go live in the morning playing like you the victim. We don't want to hear it. You're not the victim.
We can't do it.
You done this. So don't go live saying they just see all of them got to come up against me. They can't stop me. They jealous of what is it about kids? Why they keep my name? You one of the weakest pussy niggas I ever seen in my life. You'll talk about everybody from 20 hours straight and then get on your live. Why they keep mentioning K in the comment? You got niggas in cartoons and gay shit and all kind of shit in your and wonder why niggas saying your motherfucking name. Shut your bitch ass up.
Yeah, that's why that shit when y'all used to be like he just responded, I'd be like, bro, you can't say you responded when you started the shit first. Feel me?
Exactly.
You started the shit. You can't say that that motherfucking you started the shit. Know what I'm saying? That's just crazy.
He'll say something about Minitra. Then Minitra will go live in the morning and respond to what the fuck he said. Why she got K name in your mouth? Why? Like, I only got then try to. He think he's slick. He manipulating them folks. Talking about I only put the $250 cash app though. I'm a small fry to everybody else. Bitch, shut up. You just got don't want them folks to hit that motherfucker's Zelle in their pay. You dry begging. I know what you're doing. Then he gonna say Minitra was doing some shit yesterday. Somebody sat there and put up Minitra got them taking up some money for something. He on there talking about, come on, y'all. They trying to come up against us. They act like Bando ain't got no money. You ain't got no. Bando may got some money, but your broke ass ain't got none. Trying to get no folk to compete with Minitra like you compete with him and you were doing your fundraiser thing for something because I was in your live. I seen a clip where he tried to say, let go, y'all. They think Bando broke. You here, bro.
Let me explain something. Let me explain something.
You trying to make them think we talking about that. Now, you broke. We talking about K and the Bunny. Not the chat. We know the chat. They don't want to clear your cash out, bitch ass nigga. We know they ain't broke. You broke.
I got to explain something, though.
Why they worry about my money? You ain't got no money to worry about. What's up, though?
Exactly.
You got no money to worry about.
Every time if Auntie Nitra raising any money, it's to give away to somebody else. Yeah, when you raising a little acorn, it's to pay your bills. That's different. If any money getting raised and we matching what's being raised, think about that now.
I'm with you when you right, bro.
We matching whatever being raised and we giving it away to people that's in need or people that just need to be blessed. Even people that got it need to be blessed.
So with him saying everything that y'all do, who do he help? Who have you watched him help?
Nigga don't help nobody.
Not nobody.
That nigga don't need help himself.
Who he pay? What light bill he done paid over there? The motherfucker. People give him all them. Who he done said? You know what? This week I'm gonna pay somebody light bill.
Nigga ain't never gonna do that ever.
That clearing that cash out. That nigga gonna take her. That nigga ain't no.
That nigga gonna never.
As long as they motherfucking bill, he gonna motherfucking take. Thank you for the blessing. That's all you hear, the motherfucker. Thank you for the.
Hey, can I ask y'all a serious question? Let me ask y'all a serious question. We all adults in here. Everybody's adults, and everybody in here understand what priorities are in life, right? We all understand what your priorities are. So I want y'all to riddle me this: if I spend $24,000 on an event, and my motherfucking mouth look like his, either my priorities are fucked up or I'm lying. Cause I'm not gonna spend $24,000 and my mouth look like that. I'm gonna go to the dentist and try to say, You could get all that shit fixed in your mouth for 18 to 20,000, but you'll throw a party with motherfuckers you barely know and spend 24,000 and walk around the earth with your mouth looking like that. That's not nobody with priorities does that. Your priorities.
Then he gonna say the T joke old. No. Every day we see you gotta look at your regular.
Yeah, I know that.
The T jokes ain't never gonna be old. The T jokes never be old. They never gonna be old.
I got an explanation.
They don't want us to talk about their mouth.
It's a logical explanation.
They ain't old. No, they ain't.
The nigga gums is bad. When your gums bad, you can't get new teeth.
You right.
That's all it is. But his gums rotten.
That's all them rubs.
Yeah, he gonna need some major surgery.
He gonna need new gums.
They gonna have to goddamn get a figure and all that gums.
Implants in there.
They gotta blow them bitches
They
out.
can't even put implants in. He got bad gums.
No, they ain't gonna be able to.
Right.
No, they ain't gonna be able to do nothing with that man mouth. He waited too long. But think about this, y'all. So you know how he used to talk about how he was big time and then doing all this and had all this and that.
Rich. Talking about he rich. Man, shut your mouth.
Listen, check this out. I bet you them other two niggas he was with is the ones that he was pushing with, right? And they wanted them anyways. And that was just enough for him to be able to turn state's evidence on him and walk away with a lighter. Well, think about it. I knew that from the jump when he was telling the story. Also, anytime you commit a crime with somebody, they put a no contact order in for the victims and the people that you committed the crime with, and they initials be listed in it unless you in witness protection.
Nah, man.
Rose, that nigga wasn't never big time nothing. That man, he was stealing groceries out the store. He was stealing groceries out the store to feed his daughters, man. That nigga wasn't never big time nothing. He wasn't never in those streets, know what I'm saying? If anything, he was a store runner or he was motherfucking buying. He was buying. He wasn't, know what I'm saying? He wasn't selling nothing. He don't got the swagger, the mentality, none of that shit. Like bro, if he was out there for real, the shit that he doing on this internet, he wouldn't be doing it. Yeah. You would never be calling these men. You would never talk about men like that and then act like they tripping for wanting to whoop your ass. You would understand that your ass whooping follows everything you said.
He was rolling with the big fishes. He wasn't the big fish. They don't go after the small fish.
Nigga like
they
that
go after the big
ones. Man.
A nigga wouldn't let no nigga like that roll with you. I don't care what it is. You giving him too much credit, Jose. Do you know
how that nigga would have crashed out and turned on them niggas? He'll fuck the whole operation up. A nigga like that.
I'm telling you. Whole shit song.
He too soft. He too feminine. He too much in his feelings. You can't say nothing to go against what he stand for, what he believe in.
Then he getting robbed. Every which way he getting robbed. Every time somebody find out he got a dinner plate, it's getting ate off for.
He wasn't built for it.
He is not that type of thing. I don't get that.
I ain't gonna lie to you. The only thing that I could ever see him doing is being like the little clean up dude for the niggas.
He look like the junkie.
Something like that. Yeah.
He looked like the junkie. He looked like the junkie that used to watch my cars on my mama. Real talk.
He did a nigga fake
junkie. That's what he looked like. He looked like a junkie.
He definitely a junkie.
It's giving corner boy.
He one of them junkies to find.
Hey, can I ask y'all a question? Did y'all see his live, Rick, when he rated? This what fucked me up. When he rated women on TikTok and how they look, he started rating women like, oh, he had a whole live where he rated how all these women look. He was giving them a rating. Like, now I'm like, you mean to tell me Kev the comic is rating women on TikTok on how they look? I know you motherfucking lying to me.
Oh, you motherfucking lying.
Like, what?
Well, I got one even worse. What about when they was shooting outside his apartment? Remember he was going live on the balcony and the people started...
That was his brother's house, Rose.
Yeah.
So he say... That was the projects. I don't care who house it was. It was in the projects. And whenever you don't move and they right under your head, you accustomed to a certain lifestyle. Because me, I would have broke through the arcade door and get in the house to the floor.
Yeah, that house was regular as a motherfucker. I saw it in the background and went live. He done had a green screen. See, think about it. He don't never had a green screen up when he set somebody else shit or he outside. But when that motherfucker in that motherfucking bando apartment, that bitch, when that green screen dropped, that motherfucker put a hand up there. One day that motherfucker had a hand like that so fast. That motherfucker quit, boy. I was trying to, when the green screen dropped, I was on the live. I tried to see back there. That nigga said, oh.
You said you tried to see it real
I tried to see what the fuck going on, man. I ain't never seen the nigga background. I ain't never seen. How many times had he went live in his house and not no green screen? Not one. I ain't never saw it since I've been fucking with the nigga.
Well, I promise in all my days of living, I ain't never seen nobody shooting pew pew and under nobody's head and nobody move, jump, say nothing. You still invested in the live? No, sir. I got to
He
go.
tried to get that cash out goal. He couldn't jeopardize.
He did not.
That was more important.
Right. That nigga.
Yeah. That gave me all I needed to know right there.
I want to hear him go live and talk about these. I want to see a clip of him talking about this case, though. I want you to break it down. Give us a whole break. You want everybody else to come to you and give you an explanation about why they doing what they doing. You want me to talk about the money with the roll? Let's talk about this. Give us a breakdown.
I don't even see how you can even say something about that roll situation. I don't understand how you can even fix your mouth to talk about something like that.
On my mama.
That's how you know you a sucker.
On my mama. Real talk. He stay worried about women business, bro. Anything that got to do with women, he in there. He on that. You never noticed that, though? Anything that going on between argument or anything, this nigga the first one recapping it.
And he was going back years. Oh, a tree fell. We don't care about that.
He can come over here because he know he ain't gonna get no word in. He already know he ain't gonna come over here.
He hate to be overtalked, though. I noticed that about him. But he got
with all these grown men on him. He don't know how to function around grown men.
No, he don't.
This was what was funny. He told me, "You're ugly. You will never pull a dude." And I said, "Sir, I'm married." I'm married.
I know he ain't got nobody.
I can pull somebody. Yeah, I'm like,
Lord,
listen. And I wish
he can't have no mirrors in the house. He can't have no mirrors in the house. Ain't no way you think you that nigga. Talking about he some fine shit. Man, stop this. You know you look like a retired crackhead.
Well, Sunset was around here calling people big. I could not believe that. I'm like, girl, have you lost your mind in that hot ass raincoat in 90-degree weather?
I ain't gonna lie. After this shit right here, man, I'm like Mid Nietzsche, man. You come on and you support that nigga, you got to get up out of here. Yeah, you support that nigga, you got to get out of my life. I don't want nobody in my life.
Thanks.
And the thing about it, y'all get a nigga the ammo to put the cartoons up and to keep talking about bitches and hoes because y'all not supporting that shit. Y'all paying for the cartoon. Who the fuck pay for that type of shit? He disrespecting somebody's mama, somebody's wife, and y'all up there talking about drop that motherfucker, drop the next cartoon.
Nah,
y'all just
I'll be real with you. The one that should let them know not to do that shit no more. After how he came poetic, somebody that heavily supported this nigga. You know what I'm saying? And was nothing but a friend to that nigga. And he still turned on her because he mad at somebody else. That should let you know all y'all time is coming if y'all don't move the way he wants you to move. Mm-hmm. All y'all time is coming. The lady don't bother nobody. And all the time, like when Miss Nietzsche going in on him, she might be up there, but she not saying nothing about him. Don't never say nothing bad about the nigga. Wow. Never did nothing to the nigga. And then you turned on her and went in on her. Somebody that heavily supported you, nigga. She was throwing your lions and cash apps and all kind of shit. Maybe like you say, it wasn't never like she kept my platform afloat, but she spent thousands in that motherfucker. And I ain't gonna lie to you, that's just not no way you treat nobody that ain't did shit to you. Now it's one thing if you said you made a joke that was like, okay, it was a little distasteful, you can apologize for that. But nigga, you made a full intentional onslaught of how you broke this woman down supposedly to what you think and tried to make her seem like she was a horrible person when she ain't never did shit to you.
Yeah, that's I didn't know that fucked up about Poe. I didn't know he was fucking Poe. You fucking Poe. You talking about that. Poe to be chilling. She stayed home.
They had a whole field day on it. The little internet bullies. I was on their tail yesterday though. That's why.
No, they got you, though. They reported you live, though. Come back. They reported you, though. I'm finna go watch you, my wife. Y'all niggas some hate on me.
I just wanted to say.
Yeah, I've been on this shit long enough talking about their duck ass anyway, man. I got to do something productive. I feel like a loser talking about this.
1 second before you give up. We need two more galaxies to complete his goal. He has just 2 more, ladies and gentlemen. Plus, please tap the screen. He about to leave, but we do need those 2 galaxies to complete his goal. If y'all can help.
He had Poetic crying. What?
Hey. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, she was crying. She was crying in Break King live. I saw a clip of it, and I said that's pathetic.
I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna drop.
Hi, panel.
Blue Jay, let me say this and I'm gonna drop. From now on, that boy name is Leaky Link, or you can call him Kev the Catheter. All the nurses know what a catheter is.
Oh, my mama.
Kev the catheter.
Yeah. I'm calling him the perv.
Yeah,
Rick.
Kev the pedo. That's all you is.
I went with
That's all you is. Hey, y'all have a good day, man. Everybody.
Can I ask a question though, Rick, before
Love you, nephew.
like y'all drop or whatever?
Go ahead. They got
So I know that y'all had a relationship off of TikTok, you, Rick, and some of y'all up here on this panel.
Thank y'all for the line. I appreciate it.
Do y'all feel like there's any way, because I know that you
No. You said what now? Hold on.
I know that. Hold on. Let me finish.
What you say? I mean, what you say? What you say?
I said, do you feel like offline that y'all be able to have a conversation?
Ain't nothing we can talk about. Yeah, it's over.
Hell no.
No, man.
No,
Nothing that we can say. Yeah, it's over.
No.
Never again. Hell no. I die. I'd rather be dead. I'd rather somebody.
So the disrespect has been that loud to the point.
Yeah, it's very loud and it's been consistent.
Yeah, you might not have seen it, son, but it's all good.
Is that Miss
This nigga got me in the background. Listen, this nigga got me in the background with my wife's dress on and got my wife with my clothes on.
Oh.
Yeah, pedo, man. We just found out he touched up.
I can't do nothing punch him in the I can't do nothing.
Is that Miss Nitra up there?
Yeah, we just found out he touched a 14-year-old, ma'am. No, I cannot. I don't.
He touched a 14-year-old girl. Yeah, he's on. Yeah, we got evidence that he done.
Yeah, he done.
Yeah. So
I didn't know none of this.
yeah.
Hold on, I'll play a little short, brief clip of it.
I believe y'all. I take y'all word. I take y'all word. I apologize. I misoverstepped. I asked questions for clarification and understanding. That is all.
Yeah, now
listen, y'all gonna hate me.
Ain't no
Y'all gonna hate me.
clarification
Y'all
on that.
gonna hate me for this statement right here. Y'all gonna hate me, and it's understandable. I love everybody, but I'm gonna tell you, Jay, why we can never. This is the first time in my life I've ever said. This is the first time in my life I've ever said.
Okay, I'm gonna play it.
If Kev the comic got unalive tomorrow, I would probably giggle a little bit and continue on with my day. I apologize. I would not care. I would giggle, and I normally don't say that about no human. Nobody deserves that. But I would giggle just a little bit and look at God and be like, well, you always working. You know, I believe in you. I know you know what you're doing. And I will keep moving my day. I'm sorry. That's how much I think he's a menace to this world. I think he's a menace to this world.
Oh my mind. So I got
that kind of stuff right there.
Before I get off this motherfucker, y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna let y'all hear. I know we got some new people coming here. This is Kev the Bommy, aka the fake ass comic. We gonna bam. This is what he's been accused of.
Been accused in the county of DeKalb in the state of Georgia on the 13th day of May, 1996. Did have carnal knowledge of, and we're gonna call her Lily just for purposes, but it says her name here. And again, as soon as this man sued me, we will find her to sue. Because again,
Then tried to scare that woman, talking about he gonna sue her for reading some public shit. You can't sue that woman. It's public, nigga. Anybody can go get this. You can't sue somebody if she's not getting. She didn't just pull this out her ass. This come from the courthouse. They gave it to her. Why would they give her something that she can get in trouble for at the courthouse, dumbass?
It's a statute of limitations, so maybe
your ass is grand, sir.
A female forcibly and against her will, so did have carnal knowledge of LH, which is her initials. A female forcibly and against her will. Count 2. The grand jurors selected, chosen, and sworn for the county of DeKalb, as aforesaid, in the name and behalf of the citizens of Georgia, charged and accused Kevin D. Baker of the county of Georgia, aforesaid, with the offense of child molestation.
This is crazy.
Talking that. For that, the said accused person in the county, aforesaid, on the 13th day of May 1996, did an immoral and indecent act to LH. That's her initials. What's this? Stop. If you're gonna come in here disrupting, get the fuck out.
Okay, I'm gonna mute Key. Go ahead, keep reading. What is this stuff?
Get out. I'm reading this, the no bill, the things that he was accused of, not convicted of, not even a grand jury gave an indictment. Okay?
Is this Kev stuff? This is from Kevin stuff?
From Kevin the comic, yes.
Oh my gosh, y'all. Okay, go ahead.
Did an immoral and indecent act to a child under the age of 16.
Under the age of 16 first.
With intent to arouse and satisfy the sexual desires of said accused.
This is crazy, man.
Said acts being that the accused placed his hand on the breast of LH.
Lord,
contrary to the laws of said state, the good order, peace, and dignity thereof, DeKalb County Superior Court, Tom Morgan District. I'm going to read every single word on this page.
Not every word. Read every word, Kim.
Yeah. And don't let him up again.
I got him Keon ready to read this shit, boy.
Count 3. The grand jury selected, chosen as one for the county of
it don't matter how old you are.
Said in the name and behalf of the citizens of Georgia, charged and accused Kevin D. Baker of the county and state of said with the offense of child molestation. For that, the accused person in the county of said on the 13th day of May 1996 did an immoral act, an immoral and indecent act to LH, a child under the age of 16. Under 16 years of age is exactly how it's written. I'm gonna read precisely. You can't touch me. This is public record. With intent to arouse and satisfy the sexual desires of said acts being that the accused placed his anus on the vagina of LH.
Wow.
Contrary to the laws of said state, the good order, peace, and dignity thereof, DeKalb County Superior Court, Tom Morgan District. Count 4. The grand jury chosen and sworn for the county of DeKalb, aforesaid in the name and behalf of the citizens of Georgia and accused Kevin D. Baker of the county and state aforesaid with the offense of accusatory rape.
You know what she said?
For that the said accused person in the county aforesaid on the 13th day of May.
That's 4 counts. Not 1 count, 2 counts. He got 4 counts.
With LH, a female under the age of 16 years, not his spouse.
Wow.
Contrary to the laws of the state, the good
this a game changer right here.
Of DeKalb County.
This a game changer.
Morgan.
I see you though.
Count 5. The grand jury.
Count 5?
Selected, chosen, and sworn for the county of DeKalb aforesaid in the name and behalf of the citizens of Georgia, charged and accused Kevin D. Baker of the county and state aforesaid with the offense of.
You can't talk your way out this. You can't talk your way out this.
For indecent purposes.
Ain't no talking like this. No.
For that, the said accused person in the county aforesaid on 13th day of May 1996 did take LH, a child under the age of 14 years.
So is there 2 different children we talking about? Because she said under 16, then she said under 14.
Multiple.
2 women.
Yes.
That's why he got 5 counts.
That's why he has the counts he has meant that it has to be something that he was found guilty on and he took a plea.
He took a plea.
You
are smart.
Or the other thing it could be is that what's his name? He how I want to say it, the relationship extended over a long period of time.
Hold up.
Or it could be first offense.
Because it could have started when she was 14 and went all the way till she was 16.
That is true.
I got up here to say this. We need to start a petition to get him off TikTok. He is not safe on TikTok with all these children.
Big girl.
These children.
Just found this out?
We just found out.
Yes, we just found out.
We heard the charge. We gave him.
Somebody sent me this. Somebody sent me this shit.
We gave him the
benefit of the doubt. I didn't do no deep dive. I just
was just thinking that while I was listening to.